Okay guys, next message. We're going to talk about contact, okay? And something different I'm noticing that I think is relevant to those of us who are part of first contact, in the sense of, I know that it's already happening in the astral. I know that we're already seeing craft, but I think there's about to be more. Many of us have had experiences on ships. I've been dealing with that for all my life, really, but especially in the last few years, it's intensified. But this, what I'm going to describe today, was different. But first, they're saying to play the solar plexus bowl, okay? So we're going to activate our solar plexus while we're receiving this beautiful light, okay? We're getting these codes. They're playing a song. This is so funny. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna play another one for you, okay? 1 second. The lyrics to this, which I don't have my other device out here to look it up to read it to you guys. They're playing that song Tootsie Roll, and my angels do this sometimes. This is so hilarious. Okay, I'm asking them why are you guys playing this? Someone's gonna hear it and they said they're gonna laugh. But and they are they're showing me a grand pyramid from the top, like I'm seeing it from the top. Why is this important? Okay. There's someone that has unlocked some of the key codes. And I'm hearing, sorry, I'm like seeing craft and all kinds of weird stuff going on in the sky right now, but I'm hearing like they're African in a past life. I don't know about in this life, not in this life, but in a past life they were African. I don't know why they're playing this song, but what I'm getting is the movement of it is very important. Okay, you know how the song has you move like it's a group dance, okay? So this is what I'm getting from this. It's a group dance, and you're going to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. All the movements are in synchronicity with each other. This is one of the things I've always loved about like our culture here in New Orleans and in Mississippi too. Lots of line dancing, okay? Any kind of line dancing, like country line dancing, or ours is more like hip hop and line dancing. I don't know, like I don't know what you would call that, but like it's still, the point is it's a group dance, okay? That's what I'm seeing, is like group dancing is so important because everyone will do the dance slightly different. You know, they'll have their own style, but they are dancing in unison, okay? And believe it or not, this is tying into the whole craft message. Okay, so what do you guys want to say about the craft that I encountered last week? Okay, they're saying that it's my own personal craft, that I pilot like a ship with my mind. I'm interfaced with it. And I had an experience that I've never had before last week. And I've seen a lot of craft, you guys. I mean, I've astral traveled to craft too. Motherships, big ships, you guys. Bigger than cities. Really, really big, really elaborate, beautiful, peaceful, good experiences, okay? But I interface with a craft nearby. This is what they're telling me, and I experienced it last week. I woke up in the middle of the night, and what's happening with me, it's reminding me of my childhood, and I think it's because my guides have activated me deeper than I was in my young adult years. I feel like I'm kind of midlife right now. I don't know. Yesterday was my birthday, by the way. I'm 47. So anyway, when I was a kid, I would have these kind of intense experiences, and I'm having them again. Like, I'm back. And they told me that a few years ago, that my original soul is finally, like, embodied now, okay? I have had several soul walk-ins because I've nearly died several times in my life. And Christ kept saving me and saving me and saving me because I'm here as a flame keeper. And I was protected even though it was really hard. That being said, the intensity is back, okay? I wake up and I can hear and see these. I've tried to describe them before in videos. They look like crop circles. And I'm moving them with my mind, you guys. And I can hear the sound of cylinder, like things like moving around each other. Like, think of like cylinder type, I don't know, what would I call that? They're showing me like cylinder rings, and when they move through each other, there's like this sliding, or what is that called? It's not really scraping, but it's like they're sliding through each other, and I can hear it and see it. And I was moving these crop circles with my mind, and as I did, I could, when these happen, when I have these visions, I can see through the walls of my house. I can see through the ceiling and the walls, and I can see the craft, and I saw it. And I could hear it too, and it was hovering right outside our house, okay? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is really like the most weird experience I've had with a ship awake, okay? Now, I've had astral experiences asleep, and I project out of the body, go into the craft, and that's amazing. I'm not minimizing that. I'm just saying this was a first, where I was awake, I could hear the craft, I could see the cylinder movement, I could see the crop circles moving around, everything, bringing it here, okay? I think there are certain ones of us on the planet who are interfaced with these craft, and we're bringing them through. We're the portals for, yeah, they're calling them the protection craft. They're going to protect. They are protecting even now. And what do you guys want me to say about this? Oh, I did see a vision of a dragon. That's in that same like moment when I was seeing all the cylindrical movement. I could see different dragons coming forward. They're calling them wisdom keepers. And they're helping us with the ley lines in this, these sacred geometrical realignment. Yeah, they're like, what do you want to say about that? They're trying to get a message through. Hold on. Guys. Yeah, they're moving stuff, you guys. They're moving things with the ley lines. This is to protect and to activate. So it's like, think of it like before you were born, you were part of other realms, and you're still there in those other realms. Like, your soul is so advanced that you have many aspects of yourself. And the ones that are on craft, the aspects of you that are on craft, like having a whole different life experience, right? Like, they're actually assisting this timeline. And you're bringing through aspects of it when you need it. It's kind of like, look at your body as one representation of many that your soul is directing, because your soul is very advanced. And if the soul wants one to assist the other, they all belong to the soul, because they are the soul. So this can be called through, yeah, by way of agreement. Yeah, hope. See the dragons? Look how beautiful. See the star dragon? And it has a unicorn horn. Yeah. And this kind of has a mixed message, this one. It says, the way this deck is done is she has polarity. So it says not a race, and then the other side says rush. But I'm feeling the rush. Like I'm feeling many are pushing through right now, helping us. Yeah. And you see the sundial on her, and this one says pride. Pride. Look how unique and beautiful she is, and she has the sun. That's her adornment, is the sun. Very beautiful. Like she's glowing. Her eyes are glowing like the sun as well. Wisdom. Look at the owl. I'll have to tag my little friend. He keeps seeing this owl, and I know he's being visited by UFOs every time he sees this owl. Look at this. I love this deck so much. Beautiful. This artist is amazing. Purity. So I think you guys who are seeing the orbs and the craft, I think you're going to experience, oh my gosh, I see another one. Guys, I don't know if I can get this one. Hold on. I don't know if I can sometimes. Where are you? You see it? Can y'all see it? Because it's so bright out here, I can't see. Let me see if I can zoom in on the right spot. Hold on. It's over this tree right now. Let's see. Oh gosh. I'm trying to get it for you guys. I don't know if it's here. A little bitty white capsule flying over as we're saying this. Okay, so I think that we're the keys to the craft. We're the keys to many things. We're the keys to liberation here. We're the keys to sovereignty. We are the keys to how to rebuild our communities in a loving and gentle and fair way. But we're also the keys to these craft. There are craft here that are just here because we're here. Like we would not come without them. Like they are part of us. Yeah, structural essence. It's like they're saying it's a way to manifest self in a realm that doesn't support. They're calling it fully structural craft, but we can get energy through that's like a craft, but it's a light craft. It's made of light. It's extremely powerful and protective. And essentially what I experienced last week was that I'm interfaced with it, and I was communicating with it, and I called it in, and it was hovering over my house, and I could see it happen. And it was like just instinctual. I didn't even know that I knew how to do this. It just happened. Okay? Like my body just remembers. I'm asking them, do they want to say anything else about it? Yeah, they're calling it like an elemental craft. But when they show me dragons and fairies and unicorns and beings that we think are all mythology, they're not. They're just so ancient and they're so advanced that you can't perceive them unless you're ready to perceive them. That's what makes people think they're not real, because they've never perceived them. What they don't realize though is that you can't encounter a unicorn until your light is able to handle it. So a lot of times when people just dismiss something as fantasy, it's because they don't understand how advanced the science is of plasma. Yep. The biome 44. Yep. It's like the message of that is like connection and everything being interconnected. And when I see the ley lines and the dragons and the unicorns, I see the bones of all that exist. I see us as the infrastructure of all that is. And we are everywhere, and we permeate everything, and we actually control the grid. That's why they've attempted to distract us for so long. Yep. Yep. Yeah. They're saying, yeah, sacred number 13, the desert, solitariness, being alone. But I feel like that's a message of, that's why the cave is so important, and turning inward and turning off the fake news and all that, because we control the grid. So if we're influenced by things outside of us, then they're controlling us through the influence, okay? And controlling the grid through us. the moment you realize you're not going to play that game anymore, that you don't care what anybody says, you don't care what the news says, you're going to create your own truth, that's when you start to create the grid, okay? Instead of just allowing your authority to be used by someone else. It's like, be the trendsetter is what they're saying. It's like when you're in school and you just follow the crowd. But why? When you were the one that was meant to lead. Lead the crowd, so to speak, is what they're saying. Passion, the soul. Look at this beautiful light language. Beautiful. Butterflies everywhere. Alchemy, yes. Magic. Real magic, you guys, is not what people think it is. And you see the continuum here, and you see the cylindrical look. That's what I was seeing. That's amazing. Okay, I love how Spirit does that. I was seeing these kinds of circular objects moving around, piloting this craft from my mind, which just knew how to do it without me even having to think about it, and hearing and seeing it through my roof. And by the way, it's like my angels told me the other day. Yeah, North Node, right? Soul Star. One more. Okay, hold on. My angel said, make sure to mention in South. Wow, see how the polarities are coming up? Earlier in the first reading, it was East and West. Now it's North and South. My angel says, make sure you mention that I don't take any mind-altering substances. I don't drink. In fact, my guides have always told me not to take anything that's messes with the brain chemistry, because I'm epileptic, so I'm very cautious with that. And I used to drink years ago, but I stopped, I guess, about 5 years ago, because I could tell it lowered the frequency, and I didn't want that anymore, because I really felt the urgency to rise, and my guides were urging me not to do anything that lowers my frequency anymore, so I don't. So when I'm saying these things to you, I want you to understand that I'm a very grounded person. For me to have that experience, it was so authentic and real, okay? Yeah, and I expect to hear this from you guys as well. 722, as I said that, that's Mary Magdalene. I think y'all are going to start having similar experiences. Really, really pay attention to your viewpoints. Don't fall into the negative. I'm hearing that. For November especially, we're really creating something beautiful here. I don't care how crazy it looks. Don't get into it. Stay in the light. Go in the cave if you have to, or the desert, like they said, sacred number 13. You know, sit with yourself and really deal with your thoughts, and don't let your thoughts swing into the negative. When they try to do that, ask about the patterns and why your mind goes there, and heal that wound, okay? To keep yourself elevated, because right now we are restructuring the biome, the grid, okay? All life, wisdom. I'm being told to get one from Isis, our beautiful Mother Isis, Mother Mary, the goddess, in all her forms. I've been hearing from Hecate a lot this week. She was showing me a vision of her protecting me when I was a child. And she did. And so did all of my ancestors. But you guys, being Christed through all those decades has not been easy. I don't have to tell y'all. I know y'all know. But it's better now. So we're in a good place, you guys. If you're still feeling the heavy, please go back and watch the first video I posted today about the siphoning and how to make it stop. Okay? And don't let them take your energy or your power. Yeah. Enter the chamber of healing. This beautiful picture. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open, without expectation or preconceived notions. Yep. And allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. Yes. She's telling me to give you light. I'm feeling it come through. It's like the sun is beaming through. Okay. Receive this healing. Receive this light. She says, see yourself inside that beautiful temple. She says you can use this as a visual. Okay? Go that way, baby. She says, see yourself walking through this corridor. So just close your eyes and imagine you're in the beautiful ancient Egyptian temple of healing. And you're walking through the corridor and Mother Hathor is there. She says Mother Hathor is there. She's saying, oh, she wants me to bring up the cows. Okay, so she's saying she is connected to the sacred cows, okay? And there is a water connection to that as well. She has shown them to me many ways. Like we think of like a cow like on land, but also think about like sea cows or like manatee, right? A lot of times those used to be considered mermaids. And she showed that in a vision to me, a beautiful vision I had a few months ago in the water. And the cows, the sea cows, they looked like cows and they were rainbow colored and they were so beautiful and they were swimming in the ocean and they were protecting the children. And I was actually teaching alchemy, and everything was rainbow light, everything was bright, it was all higher realms, beautiful vision. And I was teaching someone how to use their psychic abilities in this vision. And while I was doing that, the sea cows were helping to protect the children because I am a guardian for children in the spirit realm, okay? Anyway, she's showing that and she's saying to please tell everyone that the sacred cows, okay, are very healing to you right now. And you may even temporarily be called to eat beef. Like I was vegetarian for years and years, you guys, and I still go back and forth with that. Like sometimes I won't eat any meat and I'll just kind of let my body go without it for a while. But she's saying some of you may need it. So she says, say a prayer and thank them and thank her for providing them, but watch how it helps your body heal. So of course, use your discernment with that and your intuition, pray about it. That's not a message for everyone. It's just for those who may need it, but it is coming from her, okay? From Creator, and she's saying Creatrix, you know? She is Mother, okay? And she's sending help to you. So if you need help during this time for your body, she says, ask her and she will help you. And you may feel called to eat beef. Some of you may be feeling that. Others may not, and that's okay. And there's no judgment, okay? Remember that. They're not judging you. And I never ever hear any divine being judge anyone for their choice of food or supplementation. They understand that we are doing the best we can in these circumstances, and it's going to get better and better as we go and we become more enlightened and we get more information, okay? So do not judge yourself and don't let others make you feel bad for your choices. You do have to take care of yourself, and she's saying she will help you, Mother Hathor. And she's showing me the sacred cows and their healing abilities. Even just being around farm animals is so beautiful. We used to have horses, and I dream of horses, and I love them so much. But like even just kind of being near a little pasture and sitting and watching them, you know, if there's a safe place for you to do that, they're so sweet. They're so kind and gentle, and they have huge heart chakras, and they're so grounded. So being near them could be very healing to you if you have a safe way to do that. Of course, I don't recommend going into anybody's pen. First of all, that would be breaking the law. Second of all, not safe, okay? Because if you have bulls in there, they may not receive you well. I'm suggesting maybe if you're nearby watching from afar, but feeling the energy, okay? But also, she's saying some of you may feel called to eat beef even if you normally don't. You may need it right now. Just pray about it. That's super important right now. Is there anything else you want to say? That's it? Okay. So you may start having some weird ship experiences, you guys, different from before, like I'm having, okay? I had a lot of energy I had to process last week after that. A lot of discomfort in the body, because when that happens, we're bringing in a lot of light. And that restructures your DNA, which restructures your body. And that can be uncomfortable sometimes, so don't let that discourage you. Move, dance. You saw they were playing the song at the beginning. Group dancing, if you want, you know. Think of all the beautiful ancient cultures that have group dancing, you know, all over the world. And you can even do this like on YouTube. They have like awesome, like, you know, instructional videos on how to do like belly dancing or Polynesian, different types of Polynesian dancing. I know there's different types of dance in Hawaii, like lots of different types, and I don't know a whole lot about that, but like whatever you resonate with. Or Tai Chi, I'm seeing like group Tai Chi being really important right now, like going into the park and maybe there's 10 or 15 of you guys and you're just moving the body. I like to do that by myself in my yard, but I'm seeing groups of people doing it, okay? So groups of somatic movement would be good. I am being told, again, I've said this the last few messages that I've made, to get out in the communities and start showing people how to do these things. So if you are knowledgeable in dance or body movement or somatic movement or Tai Chi or any of the martial arts, okay, perhaps you could organize something where people could meet you at the park in a safe way. I just saw an eagle. Oh my God. It just flew over. Whoa. Yes. Okay. We hear you, Jesus. You could organize something. Oh my God, you guys, this is the weirdest moment. This is the third craft and this one's flying pretty low. I'm gonna try to video it in a second. Wow, okay. Get out in the communities and do these group body movement thing. It's gonna be very important. Apparently, Jesus is saying, yes, that's right. Okay, anything else you guys wanna say while y'all are doing all these things? That's it? Okay. I hope this helps. Love you guys. Bye.